What up guys, welcome back to a Naruto Ninja Tribes video, and today guys, we're going to be doing my first ever tier list of any gacha game. Believe it or not, it's on Naruto Ninja Tribes. Didn't do it on any other games I ever played. And I know Shiny made a 45-minute video, shout out to him, on all the units in the game currently, outside of the shop exclusive SRs. But I wanted to make mine broken up a little bit more detailed into the URs, the SRs, and the rares. So obviously this video will probably be the shortest since we just have the URs. I don't know if I'm going to keep up with the artwork of putting in the time to creating these templates of images to show you guys the stats. I may read off the stats, or I may just not even include the stats and just go over just the skills, because it's going to be like 14 or 15 different heroes, something like that for the SRs and the rares. So it's a lot more to go into. But let's go over it first. So also additionally, what my list is also possibly differ is, yes, we are going to be going over what they individually do, but how applicable they are for team comms, depending also on how many tribe specials they have access to as well. So let's start things off with Naruto, the 7th Hokage, which is now kind of the most go-after unit. People are saying he's at the top, and we're going to go over his stats first. So he maxes out power-wise at 47,572. This is at 7-star level 50, and I believe tier 11 is how they had this laid out in the summon description for the shinobi details. And then we have 222,123 HP, 6,265 defense, 27,657 attack, and 240 speed. So obviously his speed and his attack are a lot on the lower end, especially when we get into the other units. But to note, he is a defense unit. So believe it or not, we don't have any tactical URs yet. So those are his stats. So let's go into the next thing. So which are going to be his skills. So Massive Rasengan is going to deal 100% plus 145% damage to one enemy. Recovers own HP by 42% of damage. If the target is an attack shinobi, deal 32% extra damage. Boosts all allies' damage reduction rate by 26%. So very, very good. You know, obviously he's super amazing. He has one of the best single target damages probably in the game, very high. But keep in mind, his multipliers, the multipliers on single target jutsus and AoE jutsus are the same to my knowledge across the board. So it's really more relative to your stats. So keep that in mind. But he does bring a lot of extra utility because he brings more attack to attack shinobi. He also brings an HP heal, and he brings damage reduction. So utility-wise, I will say Naruto is probably the best in the game, hands down. Next, he has his unique skill, which is going to deal 100% plus 28% damage to one enemy. Boosts all allies' defense for the rest of the battle by 28.43%. Very, very good. The fact that it lasts the rest of the battle is super good for that skill on your unique skill, which you get that off every so often while you're not at full chakra. So you could prop that maybe once, maybe twice before you do your jutsu. So very, very good. And then finally, his unique skill, which is his passive skill, boosts all allies' damage reduction rate by 25% if the user is active at the start of a turn. Boosts own attack by 9% at the start of the turn after an ally has been defeated. This is kind of a very cookie cutter skill that you're going to see pretty much on almost all the units. So 9% attack at the start of turn after an ally has been defeated. But so his unique really is the 25% damage reduction if the active is at the start of the turn. So, and then I believe the damage reduction rate, let me go into, God, I'm so bad at this. I believe that is not permanent. I want to verify that it is permanent real fast. I don't want to misinform you guys. Okay, it does last the rest of the battle. Okay. So it says last in the rest of the battle in parentheses under the second part after the period. So I'm not sure on that. That's because it's two separate periods. But we're going to say for now that it does last the rest of the battle for the damage reduction. But it could be only temporary. But it does not say at any point for any turn. So I'm going to say it is, you know, temporary. And so let's go ahead and, well, first of all, why in the world did this not save to S? Alright, there we go. Alright, so Let's go ahead and place him. Where do we think he lies? So I'm going to put him right now in an S tier. And simply the reason why is his stat pool. So his stat pool, and he only has, I believe, I want to say only one tribe special. I'm going to go into my game off camera real fast and just verify, but I think he only has the one tribe special. Oh, I'm sorry, he does have two. He also has, that's right, he has the original Rasengan with Boruto. Okay, that we got from the initial launch of the game. So, okay. So I'm going to put him at S, simply because you can utilize what is a big part, I feel, of his overall usefulness is the tribe special with Sasuke and Sakura, because it is the best tribe special in the game. And you can make it work with a 3-star, free-to-play version. So that does hurt his playability a little bit. These other characters, you can only use their tribe specials if you have their UR version. So that's why I'm going to leave him at S tier. He's still by far one of the best units in the game, and I feel he is super high up there, and that's why I'm going to leave him at S tier for now. And keep in mind, as we go through the URs, and why I feel they will be ranked higher than a lot of the rares and the SRs is simply because basically they are 2 grades above in star rating, basically meaning a 3-star UR stat-wise is going to equal on par to an SR at 5-star. So a 4-star UR is going to be equal to about a SR at 6-star. So yeah, that's why also keep in mind all that stuff, guys, that, you know, that's another reason why the URs should be higher up on the tier list overall than SRs, because, you know, you get one at 3-star and it's going to serve you well for a good portion of your account. But let's go into Sasuke. He's got 46,273 power, and he's got 17,1664 HP, 5446 defense, 305 speed, and 34,430 attack. That's where you see that big difference of attack right here for Sasuke compared to Naruto. So keep that in mind, guys, as you guys go through this. So, alright. Skills, Special Ninjutsu deals 100% plus 41% damage to all active enemies, 50% chance to burn them for 77850 damage taken for 4 turns at the start of each turn. 100% chance to heavily wound, which means you cut HP recovery by 50%. So it's kind of funny because Naruto and Sasuke counter each other, because Naruto is going to deal more damage to Sasuke as his attack unit, and then Sasuke lowers Naruto's healing, which is pretty funny. And then also increase chakra by 42-45 when there are more undefeated enemies than allies. So the thing about him is, if you put him on your 3rd rotation team, a lot of time your 3rd rotation team is going to go last. You could lose some units, especially in PvP early on, and then he's going to get that automatic chakra boost, because he's going to have you're going to have one dead ally if it works out in that way. You know, if you're in a losing position. So I feel that's super good. Keep in mind, guys. So why his jutsu is so good is because of his chakra battery abilities, which we're going to go into. And keep in mind, he is the only UR currently that does AoE damage on his ninjutsu. So the fact is, he can output so much damage that he can one-shot a lot of teams if the situations, if he has the chakra buildup, if he has the extra attack with the supporting members of his team. So I get that we're ranking these ninjas, you know, based on, you know, their individual qualities, but keep that in mind. Plus the fact he is on 2 different team comp, you know, tribe jutsus, which he can be paired up with Sadara for a 2-man jutsu, and then he can be paired up with your Sakura and your Naruto Hokage for your best 3-man jutsu in the game. Okay, so now that we've gotten that, let's go into his next skills. Unique skill, deal 100% plus 28% damage to one enemy, and just straight up increase chakra by 3392. Why I like this is because his unique skill ramps up with his AoE to give him that chakra battery, and it's not a percentage chance for like getting a paralyze, getting a burn, getting a poison, anything like that. It's just straight up gonna happen, and it's very, very strong for what his kit is for a pure offensive AoE ninja. So very, very strong. And then a shinobi trait, increase own chakra by 3043 at the start of any turn after an ally has been defeated. Boosts own attack by 9% start of battle after an ally has been defeated, which is standard. So he gets more chakra at the start of the turn after an ally has been defeated. So very, very good. Now, I think this means as long as an ally has been defeated, you get that 3,000. But correct me in the comment section down below, guys. I need to test this out in gameplay. Do you get only this if he's immediately followed on a turn where an ally's been defeated, or if it's just you have to lose one ally at period, and then you always are going to get 3,043? Let me know on that, guys. So, alright. So that is Sasuke. So Sasuke, I am as well going to put in S rank, and I know a lot of people may say that Naruto is the better ninja. I'm going to say, because of the content-wise, most of the time, you are going to be fighting multiple enemies. So the fact is that Sasuke is going to be outputting that damage so much, spread damage, inflicting burns, crippling healing, all those kind of things. It is going to be a big thing for your team comps. So that's why I'm going to be a little bit different than Shiny, for instance, and I'm going to see his value in the AoE damage on his ninjutsu as like why it is a super strong ability. So, alright, next we have Heavy Sasuke, OG Sasuke from the opening launch of the game. So, he's got a little bit less HP, a little bit less defense, but he does have a little bit more attack and speed, as you guys see here at 36,000 attack. I believe he has the highest attack of the URs currently in the game. And then 325 speed. I believe he has a little bit lower speed than Kakashi, but I may be wrong on that. If not, he is the highest speed as well. But super good stats overall, as you guys see on there. So now we go into his ninjutsu. Boast own crit rate by 54%. Deal 100% plus 140%, 147% damage to one enemy. 35% chance to paralyze them. Which basically means they can't move. And it will interrupt their attack for the turn. If target is... And to know, guys, why this can be super clutch, if you're getting faced with a tribe special, and it's a 3-man tribe special, you cancel the whole turn. It's insane. Alright. They do keep their tribe gauge, so they can tribe you next turn, but you do get to cancel that. So if it's like against like a Team 7 or a Sand Ninja team, that can be a huge turning point in the match for sure. And then if target is a tactical shinobi, deal 32% extra damage. So obviously he does more damage to tactiles. Very good. And then his unique skill, deal 100 plus 31% damage to one enemy, 30% chance to paralyze them. Very good. You know, super strong single target, and then that paralyze. And then shinobi trait, increase own chakra by 3,000 at the start of any turn an enemy has been defeated. And then boost own chakra by 8% at the start, or 9% basically at the start. So does he do, hold on, let me go back to, okay, they are the same. So literally, their shinobi traits are exactly the same. Okay, good to know. Both 33,043. So for Sasuke, I'm going to place... I don't know why this is... Okay. Sorry, I had to fix that real fast. Okay. Sasuke, I am going to place in A tier, simply because a lot of his kit is revolved around RNG. So he has a 50% chance to increase crit. You have a more likely chance to crit. It is very good, but you still could miss. And then his skills for his ninjutsu also relies on a paralyze, which is a 35%, which is kind of low. I think if it was like 40 or 45 at max, it would be really good. Because keep in mind, I don't think these chances change because I think it's only the highlighted numbers, but still. But still, 30% is really low. So yeah, there's that. So that's why I'm gonna put him in A tier. Even though his attack stat is the highest in the game on URs, to my knowledge, and his speed is super high as well. But he's still amazing, and he definitely deserves to be in your teams if you have a good spot for him with the other two teammates. And he does have access to quite a number of jutsus as well. He has Sadara as a very good partner for him, and then he also has Orochimaru and Kabuto as well. So, he's still very good overall. So, alright, let's go into the next one. We are on to Gaara. So, Gaara, my favorite character. He's super good in this game. Built like a pure tank. Pure truck. He has very low speed at 240. I believe same as Naruto. He has a defense type unit though, so keep that in mind. And then he has 25,405 HP at 7-star, tier 11, and then 7,225 defense. So he has more defense than Naruto, so he is more tanky than Naruto. And I believe he does have more attack. He has 28,631 attack, so I believe he has more attack than Naruto as well. So on average, he will be dealing more damage than Naruto as well. Alright, so his skills deal 100% plus 145 to one enemy, plus boost all allies guard rate by 42, boost all allies guard damage reduction rate by 31, and then increase all active allies chakra by 53-43 when own HP is 50% or below. I think his skill 1, honestly, I kind of like it more than Naruto's, simply because it's all allies for his guard rate and guard rate reduction. It's not just his, I think Naruto's was only the actives, and then the active allies get chakra. So what you can do is, if, say, you're on the sand team, and you use your sand jutsu, and then following up, these guys, the next time they come in around rotation, more than likely are going to all have jutsus as well. So that's why this is pretty strong. If you use this like the turn before, get your chakra build up, then when your team with Gaara comes around again, do a tribe jutsu with him, and then so on and so forth. Unique skill, deal 100% plus 28% to one enemy, boost all allies guard rate by 44%. I don't think that's a time limit, I just think that's straight up you get a guard rate boost. So super good, 44%, super high. Obviously these numbers will be skewed, because no one's going to have Gaara at 7-star right now for a long time. So, and then Shinobi trait, boost all active allies damage reduction rate by 25% if the user is active at the start of the turn. Boost all active allies guard rate by 22% if user is active at the start of the turn. So while he's active, obviously, you get an increase in damage reduction and you get an increase in guard rate. So super strong. Gaara, while his kit seems so amazing, I'm going to put him at A rank. And this simply because what holds him back, honestly, from being to compete with Naruto Hokage is Naruto Hokage has way more flexibility in teams. He has access to better units than Temari and Kankuro, where Sasuke and Naruto can be teamed with better units overall. I feel Gaara's biggest weakness is his tribe jutsu. While it's very good, he needs to be in with Temari and Kankuro. He basically is forced into that team. He doesn't have any other tribe jutsus currently, I don't think. While I'm talking, I'm going to look. But I'm pretty sure he does not have any other tribe jutsus than the Sand Trio. So that's what makes him really awkward, because, that is confirmed, is that he is you have to build him in a certain way if you're going to use him. Unless you're just really going to use him and never use a tribe special. Like, you could put him on a team with, like, Heavy Sasuke and Sarada, for instance, because you're going to use their 2 jutsu tribe special. It's just the more flexibility you have of having access to him on a 3-man team to jutsu, that jutsu's, like, absolutely nuts. It's probably the second best in the game. So, you want to kind of put him on that Sand Tribe trio, but, if you run into a situation where your Sarada and your Sasuke are just so OP and you find yourself a lot of time using a 2-man jutsu with Heavy Sasuke and Sarada, then possibly you could do that route as well. So, but he's still an amazing unit, and he's definitely a very good unit to reroll for on your legendary tutorial summons, so don't think I'm not praising him. I'm just not putting him up to S tier because of the flexibility he doesn't have like Naruto and Sasuke do. Alright, so let's move on to Kakashi, who has 315 speed. So yeah, I believe Sasuke did have, I think he had like 320. So I believe Sasuke is the natural fastest speed for Heavy Sasuke. 35,000 attack, 173,000 HP, and 57,000 defense. So let's go into the next, his skills. So all 3 deals 100% plus 147% to one enemy, 35% chance to paralyze them, making them standby, and then deals an extra 27% damage when attacking first, and then deals 21% extra damage when HP is 50% or below, so you want him to be healthy. Deal 100% plus 40% damage to one enemy, increase own speed by 20 for the rest of the battle. That can be very good if you can get him to survive. So I think you want to put him on some kind of defense team. That's why he, for instance, his main tribe is with a defense unit, Might Guy. And the next Shinobi trait boosts own critical rate by 37% at the start of any turn after a special ninjutsu has been used. So that is really good and lasts for the rest of the battle as well. So he basically is a better unit if he can remain in check at full health, and if he can go first, if he's consistently in your third slot, and if the longer the battle is. So for that instance, I'm actually gonna put him at B rank. Actually no, I'm gonna put him at A rank simply because his numbers can get really ridiculous. His stat pool is really good, and I just feel overall right now, the 2 new units we got with the flexibility they have in their teams, and the fact that they have their own thing where they do them very, very well. Like Sasuke is the best cleaver in the game, hands down. Naruto is the best overall defensive, healing, support unit in the game as well. And combining that with their tribes, I feel they just have better utility and synergy than the A-class units that you guys see here. While they are all insanely good, I feel that, like, you just need some minor things from the legend units of Sasuke, Gaara, and Kakashi to get them up to the new units that we got from the banner last week. So that's going to be my opinion, guys, overall what I think of the URs first, and we'll keep them on the tier list, and we'll add in the SRs for the next tier list we do later this week. So let me know what you guys thought. Did you guys like my opinions? You know, my different opinions of Shining a little bit changed. You know, we're basically... Shining's basically had it like this. He had Naruto up there, and then Sasuke, and he had Gaara up here. So he thought Gaara was number 1, Gaara was number 1, Naruto was number 2, and then these guys were all even. So, but this is where I'm going to put my units overall. Like I said, feel free to give me your guys' input, and I could change my list too. If you guys are active in the comment section down below and you guys are telling me reasons why you feel Gaara should be, you know, higher up in S or SS, you feel like Sasuke or Kakashi should be higher up, if you feel Naruto should be higher up, let me know, and I'll definitely take all your guys' opinions and thoughts, because I have not tested thoroughly with all these characters. So mostly the adult Sasuke is who I really tested with, and I don't own Hokage Naruto UR, so I can't even test him. So let me know, guys, any kind of comments that you guys can tell me about this. I would greatly appreciate it, and I can revise my list as needed. But thank you guys so much. Once again, for checking out the video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Ring that bell so you guys are notified when you guys see our videos, because I see a lot of people have not been seeing my videos on YouTube this last couple days. It's been really frustrating. But definitely ring that bell so you guys can see more content and all that stuff, and like the video if you guys did enjoy today's content. I did spend quite a bit of time on today's video, so any kind of feedback and appreciation would be greatly supported, guys. I really would appreciate your support on this video. Thank you guys so much once again, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.